Well, looks like it's holding, huh, Gunner? We must have did something right. Hey, how's it going? I hope you're well. Welcome back to the rural world. My name is Lou, and today I'm just out checking out this repair that I made. It's August 18th today, and I made this, it's probably been over a month ago now, so just wanting to see if it's still holding up, and lo and behold, it is. So in this video that you're about to watch, or at least I hope you're about to watch, you'll see how we fix this wire that was probably only 5-6 foot off the ground, and it was due to this pole was leaning, and I kind of explain what happened in the video. So hope you stay tuned for that. A couple months ago I did a job for a customer who was trying to prevent this same thing from happening, and basically I dug a ditch from the road all the way out to his pump jack. We buried a brand new electric line in conduit, got that all hooked up for him, and then he was able to abandon the overhead line and take out the poles, which that's something that needs to happen here in my field. But since I'm pretty cheap, I'm not going to do it now. And we got the wire stood back up, or we got the pole stood back up, and now the wire's up high enough where equipment can get under it. So it's fixed for now, but that would be something that would be a good idea to do in the future. But go back and check out that video if you want. It's a couple videos back in my collection. In this part of the world, there's a blue million of these old oil wells and pump jacks scattered across the countryside. And when they were put in years ago, farm equipment was a lot smaller than it is today, so the clearance underneath these wires wasn't as critical as it is today. So, and as time has went on, obviously the poles, they're in bad shape, wires are hanging lower, so it's something you really got to keep up with. And in this case, this one got damaged this spring, so, but it's back up and fixed for now, so we're good shape. And I know I haven't done a video in a while. I hope to change that. I do have some footage that I just need to sit down and take some time and edit those and get those uploaded. It's been and not to sit here and make excuses, but been busy just like a lot of people. We just finished up with the fair with my boys in 4-H, so that took up a lot of time. So that's over now. It's been a hot summer, hasn't it, Gunner? I'm kind of like a lot of camera equipment. I don't do well in the heat. Most cameras don't like the heat, and eventually they just shut down and quit working in the heat. I'm kind of the same way. So we're getting towards fall now. It's starting to get cooler, so I'm hoping to get some more videos up, get some more footage, and we'll keep them coming. So with all that said, we'll get to the video. I hope you enjoy. Take care. Well, that's unfortunate. That's a definite issue. So that power pole's got quite the lean to it. What happened was the day this field got planted, the planter was trying to maneuver in and out of these poles, which is always a pain in the butt. And the row marker arm, which is basically an arm that folds out and has a little disc at the end of it and leaves a mark to let you know where the center of the tractor needs to be on your next pass, so you keep your row spacing nice and even. But anyways, I wasn't here when it happened, but I think it caught this top wire as he was folding it in and out. So when it caught, and like I said, it either caught this top wire, the pole, I'm not exactly sure, but in any case, it broke the guy wire here, which I had attached to this frame of the pump jack here with this rope. And I know a bunch of you right now are wondering, why the heck did you use that rope? And honestly, I'm wondering that myself, but knowing me, that's probably the only thing I had at the time. And if I remember right, which it's probably been 6-7 years ago, this thing was hanging not quite this bad, but we needed to get in here. I believe it was for harvest time, so I think I pulled this up with my tractor at the time, because this was before I had my mini excavator. But anyways, I put that on there, and this marine rope was the only thing I had. And I remember I was kind of doubtful that it was going to hold then. And you know how things go, you forget about it. And so it's been holding all these years, and look what broke. Not that rope, but this cable broke, so I guess that's a testament to how good that rope is. But for this next time, I got a piece of cable back at the house. I'll go ahead and wrap that around here, and it'll be even stronger. Definitely need to do something with it because this wire is hanging real low. You could can barely get under it. You won't get under it with any tractor or anything like that. I mean, I could reach up here and touch it. I'm not going to, because I'm not sure if it's powered on or not. I'm going to check the breaker down at the road and make sure it's off before I do anything else. But I just wanted to take a walk out here and see what we need to get this thing fixed up. So it looks like what we're going to need, I think we'll need another cable clamp or two. And then if I can affix the cable to around this pipe and then cable clamp it to this, maybe make some type of loop. Although this stuff's pretty brittle. This is just like aluminum here, so I better just clamp onto this straight before I break that again. I got a piece of baling twine here. We'll use that as a tape measure. Figure out, I'll probably wrap this twice. Once I stand this pole back up, this was down there, so figure how much cable I need to cut, and I'll cut it back at the house. So probably we'll go with that. We'll go with that much cable. That should be plenty, which is probably about 4 foot, give or take. So put myself a little knot right there so I know where my mark is. And we'll get that done. I'll stand this back up. The more I think about it, I think I borrowed my buddy's little mini. He had a little Kubota mini excavator at the time, and I think I might have pushed on it with that. And the only way to straighten out with the tractor is to get something up high and pull it out in that direction. Just nudging up to it with the front of the tractor down here really wouldn't do nothing. I mean, you probably could do it, but... So I think that's my plan. I'll go get the mini excavator. I hate to run over any of these beans. These beans have seen enough, but I got to get this wire stood back up. It can't remain like that. We'll never get anything under it. Not to mention there's a good chance it could fall over, and that'll mess things up for the well tender. And he's a nice guy, always helps me out, so I don't want to make things difficult for him. We'll go ahead and fix it, but I'll pick a path of least resistance here, which it looks like it'll be probably right down here. Unfortunately, there's not too many beans in these couple rows. There's not too many beans out in this whole field, but if you've been following my channel at all, you know the reason for that. All the rains we had this year, but nothing we can do about that. The task at hand right now is to get this pole stood back up and anchored. So that's what we're going to work on. So I'll head back to the house, get the excavator going, grab some parts, some tools, and we'll get out here and get this fixed. Hey, Gunner. Hip. Hey Gunner, you gonna do anything today, or are you just walking around sniffing in the beans? It's still a little warm, isn't it? It's definitely not as hot as it has been, but it's still probably in the 80s. The humidity is definitely lower than it has been, so that's a good thing. But it's still hot. It's still summertime. Do a little extra, just because. gloves, cable clamps. I got my twine, a couple extra sockets. Probably ought to put all this stuff in a bag of some sort. Cable. There, you stay over there. How about I just leave these sockets in my pocket? We'll put the ratchet over here. And what else? Got one cable clamp. Where's my other cable clamp? I got it. It's in my pocket. Put those in my pocket. And start this guy up. Open up some windows because it's pretty hot in here. Well, let's make sure we're safe about this. Make sure this breaker is off. Need no accidents. And it is off. Bunch of spider webs in there. That's on. That's off. All right. So I think my plan will be, I want to put that bucket about halfway to 3/4 way up that pole. I don't want to go all the way up. I don't know if that'll be too much leverage and end up having a better chance of snapping it. And if I go too low, it won't be enough leverage. So we'll start with halfway and see where that goes. This will be the moment of truth. We'll see if I release the pressure, if it holds or not. Well, it sure looks like it's holding to me. I think it's holding for an old hillbilly fix. We'll see how long. I'm going to go ahead and reef these down a little bit more. You can play a tune. It's pretty tight. And break this line. This is just aluminum, so right now I got it sandwiched in between those two cable, and then here it's on the outside. So everything looks pretty even. Doesn't hold, then we'll fix it up again, but for right now it's holding, so that's a good thing. There, that looks good. I feel better. That's done. The wire's nice and high now. Tractors, combines, everything should be able to fit under there, no problem. The one down towards the road is the lowest one now, but there's not much I can do about that. There's really no way to tighten that other than if they came out and shortened the wire or moved the eye bolts, but you really can't move them much higher than what they are already. So this will have to do for now, but that excavator is so handy. That's one of the best pieces of equipment I've ever bought. You can do a lot of work with one of those things. This job went very smooth thanks to that excavator. Just having the ability to raise the boom up and get a good push on that pole pretty high up gives you all kinds of leverage, and I didn't even really have to go crazy with it, and it pushed it right in place. We were able to tighten it up. Went very good. Happy with that. So we'll get this thing back to the house. I might even do a little ditch work and straighten out some ditches there on the way back since I got it out here. We'll see, and we'll go from there. So well, that's going to do it for this video. This was just a project I wanted to get done. Been thinking about it here for the last couple weeks, and it's finally dry enough to get out here without leaving any ruts, and I wanted to get it before these beans got any taller and I did any more damage to them than running them over already. I did a little bit of damage, but we had to get the machine out there to get it done. So but hey, if you like this type of stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd appreciate that. I have a few other videos now in my collection that you might enjoy. I'm always into something. There's always something that needs done around here, or I'm off somewhere else helping other folks doing something. So if you know anybody else that might enjoy these, you could share my videos with them. I'd appreciate that. And leave a comment if you like. Let me know what you like to see. If you want to see more of this stuff, or if you want to see more equipment in action, or more talking, more explaining. If anybody's got any questions on any of the equipment that's in any of my videos, I'd be more than happy to explain what I know about them. I'm not an expert in any of this, but I know a little bit, and I'd be more than happy to research and answer for you if I don't know it. So until next time, take care. We'll see you.